It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
On a warm, late summer afternoon, we've got football at Paycor Stadium here in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their fifth-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And Burrow going to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
Keep up the offense. Keep it up. Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Patriots getting ready to take over on offense and leading him out in his second go-around as a Patriot, their ninth-year quarterback, Jacoby Brissett.
And we're talking about one of the true professionals in every sense of the word at the quarterback position, because when he's on the field, he gives your team a chance to win. But coming up, he was behind Tom Brady in New England and learned how to be a pro from him, and now he's willing to pass those lessons on. Yes, he wants to be the starter, but he's more than able to help those behind him if they're willing to put the time in.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down pickup by Hunter Henry, and that's something he's been doing throughout his career. He's produced at least 35 catches of 400 receiving yards in all but one of his previous 8 seasons. And the Patriots are certainly hoping to see more of that and then some in year 9.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This from 44 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. 3rd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick
certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. New England's offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brissett. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Brissett again. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
To throw, Brissett. Quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case,
well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, here is Jones. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
One more time with Gibson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. He completes it to Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Burrow.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Man open left side is Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Burrow going to throw again. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki, 26 yards. And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end Mike Gesicki. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Brissett now. Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Brissett. Short pass caught by Henry. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Again, it's Brissett. He finds Douglas complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He just got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 6. Moss on the give up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to take this home, they'll run. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Right back to Moss. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Second and 11 now.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas. Keep it rolling, boys. Keep it rolling. Let it. Throw it. Doesn't matter. Complete idiot. Keep your eyes checked.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.